All right. So I know a lot of you are here for this Katie Joy, Tati Westbrook thing. Full disclosure, I used to subscribe to Katie Joy, but I unsubscribed a long time before all of this happened, only because I really couldn't stand how petty she was getting. I mean, I enjoyed the tea, the gossip, but I didn't like how petty she was getting. So I really unplugged from all of it. Tati Westbrook, didn't really know who she was. My daughter knew who she was. So I've been trying to keep up a little bit with it. But here's the deal. I really don't think Tati Westbrook gave a crap about Katie Joy, YouTuber from Minnesota, at all. And that is why she just sent these cease and desist letters so many times, because what does she care about some YouTuber in Minnesota, right? And when the cease and desist letters didn't stop, they only made Katie Joy actually dig in further and prove she's right and whatever she thinks she's right with. And that's part of the shadow self we're seeing there. And I talked to you a lot about a shadow self, but we're seeing Katie's shadow self come out here where she has to be right all the time at all costs. So when she kept getting those cease and desist letters, she dug in. And again, my feeling on this is the Westbrooks really didn't care until she started going after personally the husband. Then this is why this lawsuit happened, right? So the Westbrooks are being sued by a former business partner, okay? And really, I know nothing, I don't know anything factual about that. I only know what I'm feeling coming in from the universe. When they got sued by that former business partner, I'm not sure, don't quote me. They only sued Katie Joy to prove that business partner was leaking information. Again, my opinion, allegedly, take it as you wish. So this lawsuit with Katie Joy was never supposed to go this far, ever, until Katie Joy dug in and made it worse for herself. If she just would have been quiet and stopped talking, like the rest of us would have done if we got 4 cease and desist letters and then a lawsuit. So what happened is, so now that Katie is digging in and, saying that, she is, right and the Westbrooks are going to lose, yeah, they're throwing down. The Westbrooks aren't backing down now. And I don't blame them, honestly. Katie's behavior, especially going after their attorney, is just dumb. But what we're seeing here is that her false self, her ego, her shadow self is getting in the way. And we should all be using this as an example of how to live our lives. So what I see coming for this lawsuit. Now, remember what I said about probable future on timelines. Remember what I said on probable future on timelines. Probable future is what is probably going to happen if we continue on this timeline. So if Katie and the Westbrooks continue with all of this going on, 80%-ish, probably what's going to happen is it's never going to make it to court. They're going to settle, but they're going to settle for so much that it's going to break Katie. She's going to end up filing for bankruptcy in order to make the lawsuit go away. And that's going to tick all of us off, right? So yeah, she can totally go for this, get sued, owe something, and then declare bankruptcy because, that's the laws and she can get away with it. I do see a way out of it for her if she would just back down and, as everybody else has been saying, stay off social media for a while and I don't know, kind of eat crow for a bit. And then, I do see this going away for her in the improbable future, but there is a way for her to do that. You've all been asking about her getting banned from YouTube. YouTube's not going to ban her. Why would they? She's good for ratings, right? She's going to keep going the way she is, was what I see. I'll throw some cards down while I'm doing this. The way she is, yep. She's going to keep going the way she is and then mess up again and then not be able to come back from that. So I see two futures for Katie Joy here. Either she can go down this rabbit hole she dug for herself and end up not at all happy, or she can back away and just kind of stay quiet for a while and let it settle because she's so fighting right now. Yeah. And that's not, the guides are telling me that's not all where she is right now. Not at all where she is. Give me 1 second. I'm listening. Yeah, and if she sees this, I hear if she sees this, yeah. I mean, I hope she listens to me. I hope she takes my advice just to back down, but I don't expect her to, honestly. But yeah, that is what I see happened. Tati and James Westbrook, we're never going to go after her until she made it worse for herself. How many of you agree with me? Give me a like or put a chat message in the chat box and we can discuss it, okay? I do see her having, a lot of you have asked me about Katie Joy, and I've seen chatter about Katie Joy having like some sort of, I don't know, personality disorder, or I don't think it's any worse than any of the rest of us. I think she just, when she got on to YouTube, just got kind of a bigger ego than she ever had before. And my question is to the husband. I try to go into her husband, Todd. I guess his name's Todd. What is he? My husband would be ripping the phone out of my hand and saying, like, you need to stop on the internet. You need to stop until this is over. But her husband's not. So if I go into that a little bit, I think he is pretty much like her, where they just need to prove they're right, even if they're wrong. And they'll continue to say they're right, even if they're proven wrong, which is unfortunate. So that's what I have to say about Tati Westbrook and Katie Joy. If you have other questions, I can dig around in what's going to go on there, but that was the basic sentiment of it.
Follow The Key to Soul Awakening on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. If you enjoy learning real-life strategies to using spirituality in day-to-day life, subscribe now. And as my son Buddy says, ding ding, don't forget to hit that bell. Also, please share this video on your own social media platforms. The wider my net is, the more people I can reach to help them find their way to happiness. Thank you for helping me.